I'm in love.
This is good.
I'm in love.
This feels like MMX on steroids.
I'm in love.
Hi everyone, how are you all holding up out there? Nice to see you again. I've been sick for like 5 weeks. The 2 recent videos I made while sick, so that's why I haven't been uploaded super frequently. But I'm feeling a bit better. This was my previous effort, the Marble Machine X. It's a beautiful art piece, but the machine didn't do what I wanted it to do. I had a very intuitive, creative design process where I just started to build it, and in the end, that wasn't good enough. A wise engineer told me that it's easy to build a machine that does something, but it's hard to build a machine that does what you want it to do. And I think perhaps the last year have been kind of confusing and perhaps frustrating for long-term Marble Machine fans, because it doesn't look like I'm getting almost anywhere, right? It looks like the project is standing still. It's been confusing and frustrating for me as well, honestly, because I'm trying to unlearn my own artistic process that I used to create this in favor of a more rigorous, more engineer-like process that will end up with a machine that not only does something, but actually does what I want it to do. This big model and this small model, neither one of those are prototypes. They are kind of sketch tools for me in the very early planning process. And in this planning process, I can still make huge decisions to very little cost. So I've been thinking about how the machine should look and how the machine should feel and where I should stand on the stage in relationship to the machine. And I have a kind of a new idea on how that should be. And this is not me starting over. This is me iterating according to plan in the planning process. I can't find David. David. Oh, here he was. David was hiding in the shelf. This was my best idea for a setup so far, but 2 things have always annoyed me with this setup. First of all, the symmetry. When there's a human in the middle and the machine is playing 3 instruments, drum, vibraphone and bass, there will always be 2 instruments on one side and 1 instrument on the other. I hate the asymmetry of that setup. Secondly, I think this setup misses something that the Marble Machine X had. And to be fair to all the Marble Machine fans, you guys have been pointing out this forever. The Marble Machine X is one machine. It's a monster music box. It's not a spread out factory of different machines, different modules, spread out over a big surface working together. No. It's one piece, just like a skeleton clock. And this is an interesting example because if we look at a beautiful skeleton clock, it's beautiful. And then we have the amazing Astro skeleton clock, which is super famous. But when you get to this level, the Astro skeleton clock is almost confusing to look at. It's almost like a simpler skeleton clock is more beautiful. So my intuition with my previous machines, that it was like one single heroic monster music box, like a music box on steroids. This is what this is. This doesn't look like a music box on steroids. This looked like a progressive rock band with some cool extra instruments, right? I don't want that. I want a monster music box. My new idea is this. Planning phase. You can do things easily. That's nice. Ta-da! Monster music box. Monster music box. Musician, 3 instruments, 1 in the middle, 2 on the sides. Musician. We have symmetry. It feels like this. I know you think that I'm doing full circle all the time, but my intuition when building this wasn't all wrong. It was just not enough to make the machine actually function. Some things were great, like the monster music box aesthetics. This is cool. This is cooler than what I just showed you before. When I was working with these drums in the Future Retro video, I felt that I could simplify, because it's just so fun seeing a normal drum beat. I felt that I could reduce functionality and still build something amazing, something simplified, but still a monster music box. I will never finish this project if I want to add in every bit of feature that I can dream up. So today I'm going to make some new models in cardboard and see how this monster music box could look like in real life. And yes, this is Adam Driver carrying a goat, okay? I mentioned to my girlfriend that I thought Adam Driver was Smash, so she made me this t-shirt. I know, right? Wife material. Here's a vibraphone in scale 1 to 10. I have a new idea for this. So here I'm making all the 37 vibraphone bars. Previously I used a standard bass, but I have a new idea for the bass. So here I'm making the bass strings of the new idea. While I'm putting these symbolic strings on the bass guitar, I want to say a huge thanks to the 27 new Wintergatan backers who are supporting through YouTube memberships and through Patreon. Thank you so much. Okay, we got a vibraphone, we got the bass strings, and now for the drums. For the first model, I made the drums on normal drum stands, but in the future retro music video, I hung the drums on balancing arms. I think that looks so wonderful. So for the drums now, I'm gonna remove the normal stands and I'm gonna hang them from arms. So we got this floating, moving drum look. I put the instruments in a half-moon arc, and that's deliberate because I'm very inspired by the Animusic acoustic curve videos where all the instruments are in beautiful curves. And I've also been thinking, so marbles are round, circle of life is round, and I've been thinking about using arcs and circle as a kind of a design concept for the machine. I think my first machine had plywood as a design concept. The Marble Machine X has had, like, I try to look like the first machine as a design concept. So I want to experiment by using round shapes, like circular shapes, as a design red thread throughout the whole project. And that's why I want to try to put all these instruments in a nice arc. Let's try. The vibraphone needs a lot of space. This doesn't look bad. In the future retro video, I threw the wood into the water to be able to bend it. And I made this curve here that I later hung the drums from. So this big arc is the thing holding the instruments up. Here I'm cutting the 37 arms for the vibraphone. So here I'm gluing the 37 arms. I'm gonna glue the vibraphone bars to the arc. I marked these arms 3 centimeters from the edge, so I can always glue them on at the correct distance. It's just a design concept, so it doesn't need to be perfect. It's also nice if it doesn't look horrible. This is kind of fun and relaxing gluing these. I love this look. And while I'm doing this, I've been thinking about Yuval Noah Harari's new book, Nexus, which I haven't read, but I've listened to the author talk about it a lot. And I think one main point is that more information is not always getting to the truth faster. Yuval says that truth is expensive and difficult, while fiction is cheap and easy, basically. And I heard this finish of the Andrew Sorkin interview from Yuval that was just brilliant. I think let's listen to this together and talk about it while I'm gluing the vibraphone.
100 years ago, food was scarce. So people ate whatever they could. And if they found something full of sugar and fat, they ate as much of it as possible because it gave you a lot of energy. And now we are flooded by enormous amounts of food and junk food, which is artificially pumped full of fat and sugar and is creating immense health problems. And most people have realized that more food is not always good for me and that I need to have some kind of diet. And it's exactly the same with information. We need an information diet. But previously, information was scarce, so we consumed whatever we could find. Now we are flooded by enormous amounts of information, and much of it is junk information, which is artificially filled with hatred and greed and fear. And we basically need to go on an information diet and consume less information and be far more mindful about what we put inside. That information is the food for the mind, and you feed your mind with unhealthy information, you'll have a sick mind. It's as simple as that.
I think that is pretty profound, actually. I guess I'm not the only one feeling the pull from the internet. Are you guys out there on the internet quite a lot? Yeah? I guess I'm not the only one. It feels like most of us are constantly at the candy store just eating candy when it comes to the information we're ingesting. I think it's a really useful analogy. There we go. The vibraphone. Boom, 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 boom. So here I'm starting with the bass strings. I'm using the setup of the drums that I found out making the Future Retro video. That setup was really, really nice. There we go, those are the instruments. But look, the camera angle from above. Pretty cool. First glance, I feel a bit on the outside here, on the side of the machine. I kind of want to stand here. So to keep the possibility of having musicians in the middle, I'm actually going to split this whole design here. Okay, so now this is an alternative. What if the machine is completely to one side and all the operators are to the other side? Nah. All the operators on risers behind, like here. Feels like a circus though. Here is one of my first simplifications. So previously I had 2 programming wheels. I'm going to go from 2 wheels to only 1. So that's a simplification. I'm trying my best to cut features, cut bells and whistles, and simplify. In this position, the wheel is a rectangle for you. In this position, the wheel is a circle for you. In this position, the wheel is a cylinder. And I think the cylinder view is really important. Oh no, we have a floor marble. Even in the simulation, the floor marbles are haunting me. In the previous model, I had this dual Daft Punky conveyor belt, but 2 conveyor belt is twice as many conveyor belts as 1 conveyor belt. Shh. So simplified, we're only going to have 1 conveyor belt. Right now we're missing the marble lanes and the marble droppers, and they will dictate the looks a lot of the machine. So I think I should make those next. Okay, this angle is obviously cool. From the audience perspective, you won't see this. Where should the musicians be? I got some kind of setup over there and I don't like it. I don't think it looks iconic. It looks like a huge mess. So I have asked Hannes. He's behind here.
I've been here all along.
So I just put a blanket for better contrast. What do you think about this setup?
I mean, it will look awesome when it's...
No, it takes too long time to answer. It will look awesome later.
But
it's shit.
It's too big, no? Is that the problem? Is it too big?
It has to be iconic. It's not iconic. It looks like a big mess.
But isn't that because it's so big?
What I really didn't like with the previous versions is that you didn't see... Did you know these were in the machine at all?
No, I saw one big one behind everything.
So we didn't see anything of the wheels because they were just hidden by everything. It also looked like shit.
For me, as soon as you split it apart, it always has the same problem of it doesn't feel like one cohesive machine anymore.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Take all the mechanics and put them on top like this. This is like the difference between this and this. Boring. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I'll back to the drawing board.
It's so difficult. And I understand your frustration as well, because as I said on the first design, I mean, this is as good as it's gonna get if you want everything, like the full, with all the instruments. It's gonna be difficult to have the same iconic look as this one. This is so, and it's so etched in our brains now as well.
Did you say as good as it's gonna get?
Yeah. Oh!
I'm not having that. I'm not having
Oh,
good.
what have I done? I set the project back 10 years.
As good as it's gonna get.
I know. It's a tough pill to swallow. It's a tough pill to swallow.
I don't want as good as it's gonna get.
Oh, what have I done?
Let's start from the beginning.
I'm sorry.
No.
I'm sorry.
I agree with you.
You agree.
I agree completely.
Yeah.
It doesn't look iconic. Nothing obvious, right?
No.
No.
So many different ideas.
Yeah.
I will still buy tickets to this show.
You would still buy tickets to the show. I would kind of miss Marvin X. I would still go. I would support you.
Yeah,
even though
yeah,
it's... Okay, thank you, Hannes. No, it's
Okay,
good. It's
yeah.
good. Back to the drawing board.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Two happy guys.
Two very happy guys.
Wow. Hannes has a new idea. What if we stagger them on top of each other? So we put the vibraphone on top of the drums.
Make everything a little bit tighter and feeling like a big piece of a machine.
I can take the wheel and put it like this.
Yeah.
Now
And I
you
can
start.
have this like almost over here or something. I mean, now we're getting closer to a Marble Machine feeling now,
You
right?
feel the Marble Machine X.
It's a little bit. It's a extended version of it. Feels more cohesive. Oh, the big flywheel on the side. Hello. Hello.
We do a monster gear train here, like
Okay.
the MMX, like all the cool gears together, like this.
Yeah.
Like nice looking.
Oh. I got a little goosebumps.
You like this?
Starting to happen for me.
And I can also demonstrate the mechanics.
Yep.
So this is what we're used to. We're
Yeah.
seeing.
Yeah. But we have this cool arching here now. That the instruments are not locked behind here. They sway out. Yes. Yes.
So this has been my big dream always, to put the gears as a big statement.
I love that.
Yeah, that looks cool. For
And with this curvature, you will see everything. Oh, I think that looks so cool! That
Monster
looks so
music.
cool!
That's a monster music book. It's so anime music with the double rows.
Yes, I love that.
Can you take yours or my phone and just take the above angle on this?
You're kidding me.
Is it good?
You're kidding me!
Is it good?
I love this. I love this. Ooh.
The above angle?
Oh, wow. Wow.
Wow. Okay. Wow. What's that? That's not bad, actually.
I love, and it doesn't look comically large now, the flywheel.
No.
it fits perfectly. It's the same height as the. Oh, this is cool! Look at that! Look at that! A mutated Marble Machine. Oh, I have actual goosebumps.
For real?
Wow. Wintergatan featuring the Monster Music Box. Boom!
No, it's good.
I'm in love.
This is good.
I'm in love.
This feels like MMX on steroids.
I'm in love. This is iconic in every sense of the word. And you can have an epic guitar solo right in front of here.
That's David. So all of a sudden, the 45 degree angles comes naturally. So we have a 45 degree gear train, then we have a swivel in the middle,
And here.
and a 45 there. No, it's not bad.
No, it's not bad. It's perfect. We have a machine!
Finally, I have my gears exposed, which was the whole trick on the plywood machine. Which is why everyone loves the video. You can see the gears, the plywood gears. And I made it the same with Marmshin X. Oh, can you give me the Hygen drive?
The Hygen drive.
Look, the Hygen drive can be here!
Ooh!
Wow! So all the beautiful mechanics can be like, you can go over there and look at them before the concert. Yeah.
Oh, yes!
And happier bro fist right
Yes! Eureka!
Thank you to everyone backing Wintergatan. Without you, me and Hannes wouldn't be able to stand here and have this much fun. And thank you, Hannes, for being so awesome always. And it was a brilliant out-of-the-box idea to stack. This might be it. I've been thinking a lot lately about if I'm crazy or not, and I think the answer is yes. Am I
What?
good? Am I good or bad crazy? I guess stay tuned to find out. But this looks like someone who has been just the right amount of crazy.
He's been through it all, but he emerges victorious. I'm sure of it. Let's book the tour. Let's go!
Thanks for watching.